Well, at least the minister is taking the main gate route today. Yesterday he was going through the back entrance of his own house to avoid Times Now cameras. With me in the studio is Majid Memon, National Secretary of the NCP and Senior Advocate, K.C. Tyagi, General Secretary and Spokesperson of the JDU, Satyapal Jain, National Head of the Legal Cell of the Bharatiya Janata Party. He is the one-man army against Pawan Kumar Bansal, been leading the charge on Pawan Kumar Bansal. Abid Rasool Khan of the Congress Party and Shazia Ilmi of the Aam Aadmi Party. Should we go straight on the facts? Mr. Abid Rasool, I would like to go straight on fact because I know the rhetorical positions that both sides will take. So on Times Now, I want to go straight on the facts. Satyapal Jain, what is new about the facts you have presented today against Pawan Kumar Bansal? And do any of the facts you present directly implicate him? The Congress Party says that all the material Satyapal Jain is presenting, none of it directly implicates Pawan Kumar Bansal.
See, the first thing that I have clarified today is that when this fellow, his Bhanja, was caught accepting bribe, he said, I have nothing to do with him. Today I have showed a CD in which his son, Amit Bansal, 6 years back, had admitted that in our concern, we can print the price of rupees 150 even on a medicine which actually cost rupees 15. And when Mr. Bansal was confronted with that, the admission of his son, even then the comment was saying, I have nothing to do with my son. It is his natural routine that he disowns everything, maybe of his son, his family and all that. See, Mr. Arnab, let us put the facts straight. On 1st of May, the promotion of Mr. Mahesh Kumar is ordered by the Railway Minister. Before that, Mr. Mahesh Kumar complains to the CBI that he is not being promoted, somebody is demanding money. On 3rd of May, the Mahesh Kumar arranges to pay rupees 90 lakhs to Mr. Vijay Singla in the colony in Chandigarh sector 28A, where Mr. Bansal is also residing and Mr. Singla is also residing. The distance is about 100 or 150 meters. I am asking a basic question from Mr. Bansal and those who are supporting Mr. Bansal. As a railway minister, when it came to his notice around 10 p.m. on 3rd of night, he might have come to know of it earlier also, when it broke on the all television channels. Why is Mr. Bansal hiding since then? As a railway minister, was it not his moral and legal duty to immediately find out what has happened, why somebody has given bribe? He is hiding. He switched off his mobile phones, all the telephone phones. 4 days have passed. Till date, the minister has not come out with the explanation except a 4-line statement which was issued after 18 hours of the incident. That
no, so you are arguing on perception, Mr. Satyapal Jain. You didn't answer my question. My question was, what do you have which technically? You see, I spoke to a senior minister today. And what the senior minister says is that nothing.
Hello.
Mr. Satyapal Jain, can you hear me?
Yeah, now
Mr. Jain, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Mr. Jain, a senior, very, very senior minister in the government of India told me today that none of this directly implicates the rail minister himself. So what if his relatives are corrupt? So what if you point out something against his son tomorrow?
I am replying to your question. Now the question is whether Mahesh Kumar it is a fact that he made a payment of 90 lakhs to Mr. Vijay Singla. His secretary Rahul Bhandari is now in the dock because of 40 talks within 2-3 days with Mr. Vijay Singla. Now the only question is whether this amount was paid to be paid to Mr. Bansal or not. Unless Mr. Bansal resigns, no official will come and depose against him.
Abid Rasool, why is the rail minister resigning? What about the new facts the BJP leader has brought out against his son?
Arnab, my first question.
No, 1 minute,
Yeah.
1 minute. I have not finished.
Okay.
I have not finished, Mr. Rasool.
Okay.
I have explosive new details as well. That there is a phone number. My sources are telling me that there is a phone number from Singla's phone 9872. It goes on to another phone number 9650. Multiple calls from Singla's phone to a phone number which belongs to a senior official directly working under Mr. Pawan Kumar Bansal, which is now under the CBI scrutiny, and therefore that official will have to be called for interrogation. Like in Ashwini Kumar's case, by supporting him, you are getting into a big mess. You are getting into a big mess.
Arnab?
Yes, Mr. Rasool,
Yeah.
would you like to reply?
Yes,
Either to me or to Satyapal Jain directly.
No. Arnab, first of all, I would like to ask my friend Mr. Satyapal Jain whether he is satisfied with the CBI probe or not, or have they decided to ask for some other probe as it's a habit with them from time to time. If they are satisfied with the CBI probe going on, our party has made it very clear, time and again from the highest authorities down to the spokesperson, down to me, that if anything is found out in the CBI's probe, which directly indicts Mr. Bansal, definitely we will consider that and we will take suitable and appropriate action. So when the probe is going on, now let me complete.
You're buying time, simply you are buying time, you're not answering my question.
Complete it.
No, you're buying time.
The whole debate of crux of the debate, the way you are presenting it, it rests on that even if there is no direct allegations or indictment, you want somebody to resign on moral grounds. If that is the case, this demand should not have come from BJP. This demand should not have come from BJP. It could have come from any other quarter. We would be happy to answer. But BJP, who is mad in controversy after controversy, who is mad in criminals being appointed as general secretaries, who is mad that the president of the party is removed.
Don't bring that argument. Don't bring that argument. You're corrupt, I'm corrupt, we're all corrupt. None of us should point the finger at each other. That argument does not hold.
My point here is...
Satyapal Jain is responding.
Yes, I like to respond to him. So far as CBI's registering of the case is concerned, it was registered because Mr. Mahesh Kumar had complained to the CBI before his promotion that somebody is demanding money and that is why he is not being promoted. The moment settlement was done, he withdrew his complaint. Then it were other players who came into the picture. I compliment the CBI for registering the case, for arresting these 4 or 5 persons. But we are surprised, not only as a BJP worker, as a practicing advocate. When the promotion has been made by the railway minister, the payment has been made to his nephew. It is his private secretary who is going to be interrogated.
I'm responding to you when all these allegations, when all the allegations are part of the CBI record, when CBI is probing it, why don't you have patience? Why don't you have patience? And why are you coming onto the streets and trying to do
an investigation Suresh Kalmadi when he was asked to go? Was the CBI not investigating A. Raja when he was asked to go? Were any of those investigations over? Were the investigations against Dayanidhi Maran over in the Aircel Maxis deal? Why in this particular case are you applying a different logic? My next question goes to Shazia LB. Shazia, no, and you haven't answered my question as to why if Singla has nothing to do with the functioning of Pawan Kumar Bansal as rail minister, then why was he in touch with an official of the railway ministry?
And he was present with Mr.
Shazia LB, due by the Congress.
All the points you are raising are in consideration of the CBI.
And the party's point of view.
Well, first of all, we've also asked for the resignation of Pawan Kumar. Now, there are 2 questions. Will the railways minister resign and should he resign? And we all know the answer to that. He should resign. It's only morally proper to do so. Not just that, if you look at things technically and even legally, now there is an arrest that has been made. Why was a nephew paid and the sum of 10 crores, 90 lakhs first to start with, for a job, which is an important job, railway board membership, electrical, which is responsible for tenders and contracts worth 50,000 signalling contracts, which is a huge amount. So it's a lucrative ministry, we all know. The second question is, can the railway ministry, which is a very big ministry, and this is beyond Congress and BJP, because the nation does not belong to the Congress or the BJP, it belongs to the people. And I want to ask, how can the railway minister treat it as his personal fiefdom and allow his nephews to make to take bribes, accept bribes, deal with all the officials, and be part of all the dealing that is required, and affect transfers and promotions in that department. This also
the way you are trying to project that you are the people of India. I don't agree with it. You are not the people of India. People of India is different.
Should resign immediately.
Party and arm of another political party.
This is an act of the most brazenness beyond redemption, I would say. This is brazenness beyond redemption.
Logically. No, let's look at it very logically. One minute. Let's divorce this from emotions and ask a very straightforward question. I would like to ask Majid Memon, who wears 2 hats. I first want to ask you, sir, you wear a hat as a senior advocate and you wear a hat as an NCP leader. Will you be willing to wear your hat as an NCP leader and answer my first question?
You see, let me tell you, Arnab, that we will have to first examine it from legal point of view, then political.
Okay, so
That's
from
what
the
we-
legal point of view,
Now,
my
legal
question to
point
you
of
is
view,
this.
see, the crime investigation is a very important fact which we must take note of. And you know, when a man commits crime, his father, his son or his nephew is not hanged for the crime
So you're
committed by
defending
that
Bansal?
man. No, I'm not defending. Now see, but then the man whose relative commits a crime, whether it is whether it's an offence under Prevention of Corruption Act, whether it's an offence of cheating or whatever it is, in that event, if that man is also indirectly contributing to that crime or is somehow involved in that crime, then you have to collect.
So prima facie, in this case, my question to you is, the fact is the money has exchanged hands for a post in the Indian Railways, right? Taking it further from there,
Yes.
the money has to reach the right person.
No, it's not the money
No,
reaching
the money has to reach somebody
See,
who is in a position to influence the decision.
No, you are not. You see, give me a minute, I will just explain.
Fine.
I'll just take 1 minute more. See, here the nephew is alleged to have resorted to some activity which is an offence of offering or selling a job. Now, whether the minister himself has anything to do with it or not is a $1 million question.
No, but my question is very simple.
Yes.
My question
Please.
was, taking it further from there, Majid Memon,
Yes.
the money has to reach the right person who is in a position to make / influence a decision, going by this simple logic. The buck cannot stop. It has to stop at the railway minister's door because the nephew is in no position to influence a
Not
decision.
necessary. You are not right.
No,
I'm sorry.
the cabinet
I
committee, the
disagree.
cabinet committee on appointments it takes the advice of the railway minister, right or wrong, while making
No,
this appointment.
but you know what, when you asked me the first question, I disagree with respect for this reason, that sometimes, you know, the agents, the brokers, the middlemen,
Right.
they eat the money doesn't reach.
But in this case,
man.
the person gets the job.
No, even if he may have been successful in getting the job even
After
without
the
paying
job,
the money
the
to the
payment is
minister.
being made.
No,
After
therefore,
the job,
what
the payment is being
in
made.
the interest of truth and justice, without being excited either way, for or against Bansal. You know, I am talking in terms strictly of what the law would mean at this
Yes, and
juncture. Now see, Bansal's the involvement in this crime needs to be prima facie established. Unless there is some material for alleged involvement of minister himself, you can't just try to ask for
are you
his head
building
to
a very
roll.
strong, because I actually want Satyapal Jain to respond to. He also is a lawyer, but I'd like to put a small point in. Doesn't the fact that the bribe money came from a company involved in railway projects and was seized? So one, bribe money is given from a company that is involved in railway projects. Secondly, the bribe money is seized from the railway minister's nephew. That itself will be seen as a proof of a possible quid pro quo invoking the decision involving a decision-making authority. In this case, the railway minister of India. No, circumstantial evidence has to be counted.
I agree. There is something there, some smoke is there.
So then
now, where is the
Bansal
fire?
should resign.
No, therefore, let us have a little patience. The problem is that we are jumping guns, we are drawing conclusions. You know, investigation must move
So, you know, politicians
in a correct
always
direction.
accuse us
No,
of doing that.
investigation must move in correct
May I reply to
direction
that?
so as to reach the doors of the minister.
Okay,
And of
Satyapal
course-
Jain wants to, as a BJP legal head, wants to counter
Yeah.
the legal brains of the NCP. This is very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, go ahead, Satyapal Jain. What do you
Mr.
feel is the
Menon,
lacuna
forget
in
about
Majid
the-
Memon's argument?
Forget about the political party and all that. I am asking you a simple question as a lawyer. Facts are very clear. The motive of money being given, bribe being given is, first appoint me as a member of the board, then post me as a member of the board electrical. Okay? On 1st of May, the present railway minister orders the first part of the demand by Mr. Mahesh Kumar, who has earlier gone to CBI saying that money is being demanded from me. And he is appointed, he withdraws the complaint. On 3rd, some payment is made, and payment is made at Chandigarh at a distance of 100 meters away from the residence of the railway minister. The next appointment has to be made in June. The person who is receiving the amount in Chandigarh is so close to the railway minister that when Mr. Pavan Bansal went to take the charge, he was standing with Mr. Pavan Bansal's wife and both the sons. Now, I am asking you a simple question. The total circle revolves around Mr. Bansal. He is the person who can order. He has already ordered. The amount is being read by him. May I ask you, why has not CBI interrogated the person who is the pivotal in the whole case till date? Why he has been given 4 days to make out his defense? You said there is some smoke. Not some. There is a very deep smoke, and this smoke is arising coming out from the residence of Mr. Bansal. Number two, why is Mr. Bansal hiding since 3rd of May? What action did he take?
Mr. Satyapal Jain,
just hold on.
Mr. Satyapal Jain,
Mr.
Satyapal Jain, unless and until the investigating agencies verify whether Singla was acting on his own, was using Pawan Kumar Bansal's name, was what a fund for his uncle, or that Bansal had any inkling of Singla, is it fair to demand a resignation?
See,
what counterpoint that you are facing here today.
See what you are, just give me one
And Majid Memon also wants to come back.
Just 1 minute. Just hold on. You see what you have said, I will reply to you. Please don't get excited. See, what you are suggesting are circumstances. Now, these circumstances are to be taken together by an investigating agency. They won't dance at your tunes if you are bearing grudge against somebody. Certainly not. They have to do their job in a proper manner as the law requires. Now, see,
the proper manner is the question of propriety. I think you are trying to bury the question of propriety, Mr. Memon.
There may be suspicion.
No, Mr. Memon, are you trying to bury the issue of propriety?
No, but the question
are you and Abid Rasool both trying to bury the issue of propriety?
Unless you are in a position to get some concrete material against the minister directly, you can't simply rush to conclusions
and
because we have some grudge against somebody. Please don't do that.
Promotion order by the minister, he's hiding. What more do you want?
Mr. Memon,
this is being used, house number 64, sector 28A, Chandigarh.
This definitely is a circumstance.
It is being used by JTL Infra, Bansi Ronak, Vibrio Designs, ISIS Packaging, Aiva Healthcare and Beyond Pharmaceuticals.
It's a strong circumstance against the minister.
No, you see, this is, I'm sorry, I must beg a basic question here. You see, Mr. K.C. Tyagi, I'm sorry to come to you late. You've been listening on to the discussion and you are an important BJP ally. The point which seems to be emerging is, bring out whatever evidence. Throw whatever data. We will have a simple reply to you. There will be an investigation.
Correct.
And we will not tell you when the investigation will be over, how long it will take, how free it will be, what the evidence will be there before it, who the prosecutors will be, whether they will do a good job or a bad job, or in the case of certain controversial cases like the 1984 riots case, but even key witnesses were not produced. In the case of the case, will there be a cover-up? The idea seems to be, Mr. Tyagi, buying time.
Arnab,
buy time to brazen it out.
To subvert justice.
Mr. Tyagi, do you agree with that assessment?
Politically or legally, अभी कोई बड़ी मुसीबत में चाहे ना अभी आए हों बंसल जी, लेकिन मोरली उनको बहुत नुकसान हुआ है। उनके सगे भतीजे के यहाँ से इतना मोटा अमाउंट निकलना, उनके मंत्रालय के एक बड़े अधिकारी के द्वारा घूस दिया जाना, और जो एजेंसी ऑलरेडी काम कर रही हैं रेलवे के अंदर उनके द्वारा दिया जाना, तो मॉरली तो ये बहुत उनका नुकसान हो गया। मैं आपको एक घटना सुना दूं अगर आपके पास समय हो। कुछ दिन पहले सरदार बूटा सिंह SC/ST कमीशन के चेयरमैन थे। महाराष्ट्र के किसी जगह पर किसी व्यक्ति के खिलाफ जो है हरिजन एक्ट का मुकदमा लग गया। उनका बेटा लवली 1 करोड़ रुपए नगद लेते हुए गिरफ्तार हुआ, जो मुकदमा उनको अपने पिताजी से ठीक कराना था। आज तक ना तो बूटा सिंह जी का कुछ हुआ, ना उनके बेटे लवली का कुछ हुआ। तो CBI के द्वारा किए गए पकड़े गए कामों में भी संपूर्ण नतीजे निकलते हो। मैं ये उदाहरण आपको इसलिए सुनाया। हो सकता है लीगली सतपाल जी और जो मेनन साहब या दूसरे साथी कह रहे हैं, हो सकता है लीगल पक्ष में कल क्या निकले, चुके अभी तो जब तक उनको इंट्रोगेट ना किया जाए, जब तक ये साबित ना हो जाए कि ये पैसा उनके पास जाना था, तो कांग्रेस के जो मित्र हैं या जो वकील लोग हैं वो ये कह सकते हैं। लेकिन बंसल जी जैसे स्टेचर के आदमी का पॉलिटिकल भी और मॉरली भी बहुत नुकसान हो चुका है, ये मैं कहना चाहता हूं।
बट ये देखिए, ये तो बंसल जी का जो पॉलिटिकल करियर पे असर हो, व्हाट इंपैक्ट दिस विल हैव ऑन पवन कुमार बंसल्स करियर, फ्रैंकली विद ऑल रिस्पेक्ट टू मिस्टर बंसल, आई डोंट केयर। His political career is his political career. Let him handle it. Best of luck to him. My simple question is this, and I throw a challenge on the Newshour tonight to Abid Rasool. Tell me, Mr. Rasool, the bribe money, you are avoiding one question. Shazia, I am inviting your attention on this. The bribe money comes from a company that is involved in big railway projects. The bribe is given to the railway minister's nephew. Fine. Third, the person who makes a decision is the railway minister himself. 3. 4, Direct phone call is made between this Singla character, this corrupt Singla on the one side, and one of the persons working closely with Pavan Kumar Bansal. Phone numbers, mobile numbers of these phone calls are out. CBI Shazia says we are sitting on explosive material as far as these transcripts are concerned, and I am not going to reveal much more because I don't have the papers yet, but I am told it is explosive. I am told some of the conversations, the transcripts are so shocking. The transcripts, am I right, Mr. Satyapal Jain? I think we are both held back by compulsion. I am told the transcripts are so shocking that they will blow the lid off the worst kind of nepotism and corruption in our system. So what are you buying time for, Mr. Rasool?
No, Arnab, first of all, we are not buying time. Secondly, I would like to make it very clear, as the way you have put it to me as a challenge, I would like to say very clearly that the evidence has come up to Singla and no further from there, up to the minister, absolutely no. Now, the point here is, the CBI is investigating every fact of the case, and all the matter which Mr. Satyapal Jain or Shazia ji has.
No, let me complete it.
All the matter which you...
No, one second. One second. You are saying, no, Mr. Rasool, you are saying, Mr. Rasool, allow me to complete. You are saying it's a coincidence? You are saying it's a coincidence that the person giving the bribe does railway contracts, the person getting the bribe is the railway minister's nephew? The person who is being given calls to is the railway minister's close official? You are saying this is all one gigantic coincidence?
I am saying this, that whatever evidence you are trying to put on the channel through your other panelists and yourself directly is already under consideration of CBI. The matter is already with CBI as told by you on this channel. When the matter is already with CBI and CBI is seized with the papers and documents, they will definitely take a decision which is
Majid Memon is coming in.
What Mr. Majid Memon, without evidence directly and without an investigation, how can you index anybody?
Mr. Rasool, just hold on.
But
See,
now they should.
a very important question raised by Arnav needs to be understood and answered. Just 1 second.
Shazia,
Arnav, you have asked a very pertinent question that Singla would not have been paid had he not been the nephew of the rail minister. Absolutely right. But then is it not possible that Singla, in the name of his uncle, may have without his knowledge done this?
Exactly.
Is it not possible?
But is it coincidental? May I counter question you?
No,
is it coincidental?
It is happening in our country.
No, but Singla is not the person. One minute. I know what is going on. And a lot of politicians have told me today, by the way. They say it happens in our country. We all have corrupt nephews and nieces and this and that. But the question is this. You decide whether you want to listen or take the advice of your nephew or corrupt nephew or niece.
No.
If the person influences you to make a decision or influence a decision.
No, but then I would know. I have not known till the decision was taken.
Okay, Shazia,
Yes.
Here's a counter.
I mean, it's very simple. I don't think we need to say much more. There's a bribe giver, there's a bribe taker, there's a bribe, and there's a promotion.
And motive.
So it's pretty clear. Now this is the nephew of the minister himself. There is also his aide who surrendered, in fact, in the High Court. Now, if the other argument that is being made is that he was not in the know, now this is also used in Prime Minister's case all the time where Colgate is concerned that Prime Minister did not know. Now this is, if you have such inept ministers and if only the acts of commission are punishable, then even acts of omission have to be looked into. How can such a crazy coincidence happen and the promotion actually be being made?
It's not a coincidence.
I put a charge here.
The way you're trying to put it.
I put a charge here.
Favor and the position in the railway board be given. An actual exchange of favor and money transfers. And you say the minister is not involved?
I'll tell you what is happening. Satyapal Jain will agree with me. What is happening, Mr. Satyapal Jain, is that there is an unwritten rule in Indian politics, right? And BJP has been a beneficiary of this. That don't ever question the family.
Yes.
Never attack the family. Right, Mr. Tyagi?
Yeah.
कि आप किसी को अटैक करें, जितना करे, भाई भतीजे,
No. See,
बेटे बहन, बीवी, relative.
If you attack the family on personal grounds, your eating habit, how do you dress, how do you eat, where you go, that's a different thing. But so far as the criminal acts are concerned,
Mr. Tyagi,
Mr.
Tyagi, Digvijay Singh said we had enough evidence against the former Prime Minister's son-in-law.
Exactly.
But we didn't attack him.
अब मैं किसी के
In other words, they are now saying it's time for you to return the favor.
एक्चुअली मैं किसी के पारिवारिक मामलों में नहीं जाना चाहता। जो चीजें सामने आ रही हैं, कोलगेट सामने आ रहा है, ये सामने आ रहा है, इसको डिस्कस किया जाना चाहिए। वो उसके दामाद पे उठाए, वो उसके दामाद पे उठाए। हम JDU and we are not the part of this battle.
No, but the fact is very much in the domain, right? The fact is, somebody's touched a very...
See, Arnav, people enjoying holding high constitutional positions, powerful positions, they have their families. Immediate families, remote families. Now, every act of all those members relating to him cannot necessarily be always involving
So by that logic, Mr. Majid Memon, tomorrow... No, 1 minute. By this logic, Mr. Majid Memon, tomorrow if a steel minister...
Can you rule out the innocence? Can you rule out the ignorance? You cannot. You see, you may suspect...
You are arguing extremely technically.
No, you may suspect that yes, the father or the father-in-law must be knowing it, or the uncle must be knowing it. But then you will have to have some material for that knowledge and for that participation. Unless it is there, you can't jump to conclusions.
May I say one thing? If the minister was not knowing what his nephew is doing, if the minister was not knowing what is his nephew doing, what is his member of the board is doing, what is his private secretary is doing, how many corruption is going on, does such a person deserve to be a minister?
You know that Mahesh, the concerned member of board, has been promoted out of turn. So, and the person is there, that has been done.
Yes, superseding.
All that is known, all that is a part of the record, all that CBI is investigating.
Country out of turn.
What? Assuming that PK Bansal has no idea what is happening purely on the grounds of propriety, does the very fact that a massive scam was underway in his own ministry by his own family member warrant him to resign or not? Or are we heading to a situation, Abid Rasool, where tomorrow, a railway minister can have his whole family in the railways, doing corrupting in the railways. A steel minister will have all kinds of steel scam in the steel. A coal minister will say, my whole family can do all kinds of gaplas in the coal ministry. But, my hands are clean.
No, when we talk of moral responsibility...
This line of deniability is a dangerous line of deniability, Mr. Rasool.
When we talk of moral responsibility, we must not forget Bangarappa Lakshmu on camera caught taking money. He did not resign from his position.
And he resigned the same day.
Gatkari, with involvement of so many companies, did not resign.
So there is no talking.
It's all right.
Kindly check your facts. Mr. Bangaru Lakshman resigned the same evening.
Where did he resign? He was accorded a welcome by your people at Hyderabad when he came back.
Mr. Vajpayee called him and he resigned the same evening. He was convicted also. You want Mr. Bansal to be convicted by the trial court till he should continue to be the railway minister, and nobody can raise against an officer.
If he is charge-sheeted, he must quit.
I don't understand this.
No, the central principle is that once there is prima facie case against a minister, he must go.
No, tomorrow, today his nephew, tomorrow it will be son, then it will be wife, and minister will say, I don't know what my wife is doing, I don't know what my son is doing, I don't know what my nephew is doing, I don't know what my secretary is doing, I don't know what my administrative member is doing, and I will continue to be the railway minister.
Respond, Abid Rasool.
Yeah, Mr. Satyapal, the way you are trying to put it, I would like to ask you a couple of questions. Now, basically, do you have faith in the CBI or in the parliament? You do not want to argue this matter in the parliament debate.
1 minute. 2 minutes on the Newsar debate. Satyapal Jain of the BJP is getting a question. Let's put them both on the screen, gentlemen, from Abid Rasool. Abid Rasool is getting aggressive in the last 2 minutes of this Newsar debate. He's asking the national head, legal head of the BJP, a direct question. Let's see how strong this last question is going to be. Abid Rasool, the floor is yours.
Arnab, I would like to ask Mr. Satyapal Jain a couple of very important questions. First of all, does the party have faith in parliament, or does they have faith only in television channels? Why are they not ready to debate all these issues in parliament when the parliament is in session? Why are they getting it here? Secondly, do they have faith in the investigation agencies, and are they going to wait for the investigation to be completed? Thirdly, the most important question is, when they are trying to become holier than cow, then basically are they ready to take out all the people who are there, who are having criminal cases in their party legislative and the party president and the ex-president, are they ready to apply the same yardstick? Because there cannot be two yardsticks.
BJP has full faith. Let me reply now. BJP has full faith in parliamentary democracy.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Satyapal. You boycott the parliament, you boycott the JPC, you boycott Supreme Court, you boycott the speaker.
You are trying to divert. Don't divert the issue. Don't divert the issue. Pavan Bansal's
I am
issue
not
can't be
doing
debated in
that.
Parliament. It
You
is
are
a
trying
criminal
to show
liability.
yourself as to
It
be
is a
very,
criminal
very
liability.
clean man
It
with
is
an
a
image
criminal
with a
act
party
under
which is
Prevention of
no
Corruption
distinct.
Act. Section
Our
13 of
party
the
has
Prevention of
been very
Corruption
clear
Act
on this
is
subject. We
totally
are ready to
applicable to
debate
Mr.
anything you want us to
Bansal.
debate.
You are trying to save him. You are trying to divert
No.
it. Please ask your minister to resign. Tomorrow Parliament will function. You can't say that you will shield a minister against whom there are serious allegations of
the whole
corruption.
issue in
And
Parliament? What is stopping you in debating?
discuss
Don't you have the
because you have
numbers?
the majority
Or
there.
don't you
You will
trust the
decide the whole issue. We have full faith in television channels. We have full faith in
I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, I have the phone numbers. No, I have the phone numbers. I have the phone numbers which were used by both sides to be in touch with each other. I'm telling you, I am going to ask a direct question to you, Mr. Abid Rasool. Majid Memon has a question for Satyapal Jain, but I have a last direct question for Abid Rasool. First, Majid Memon,
yes.
let's put them on the screen, gentlemen. A lot of people want to ask each other questions tonight. Majid Memon is asking a question to you, Satyapal Jain.
Yes.
Go ahead.
BJP, one question, simple question in one sentence. Interrupting Parliament is undesirable and stalling uninterruptedly the Parliament is disastrous to nation.
Exactly.
What do you say about it?
Protest in the Parliament and protest against the high-handedness of the government, which is defending three ministers against whom there are serious allegations of corruption,
Outside the
which
Parliament.
cannot be decided by
Outside
voting.
the Parliament.
One of
We
the
have
means of
100 other
protest,
means to
and all
protest.
parties
But
have been
why do
voting
you
it.
stall
Are you not
Parliament
competent
and
to debate
waste
in Parliament?
people's money?
Because your
For
government,
minutes.
because the government is defending the corrupt minister. Supreme Court, now the affidavit filed by the CBI is very clear. Is there any doubt about the role of the law minister?
Colossal public money
You are
loss.
shielding
for
a
any
minister of
debate,
railways
Mr. Satyapal.
against whom there
Tomorrow
are
also
serious
we are ready for a
allegations,
debate
and
on this
still you
issue.
want to fall in line with you.
Okay, I have two questions. No. Abid Rasool, now you are on record. I will keep this tape.
Parliament will start functioning tomorrow.
Abid Rasool, you're on record. If it is proven that very close people who have day-to-day contact with the minister are in very close touch with these, these people who carried out this scam,
Vijay Singla.
then should Bansal resign? That's first question. 1 minute. What? Then should Bansal resign? Secondly, if it is proven in any way that there is some business association that goes beyond a shared address, then should Bansal resign? Or will you say, even if all this is proven tomorrow?
Arnab, I would like to say very clearly, not me, my party has been
You'll
very...
take the cover of a CBI investigation.
Yes, I'm telling you on record that not me, my party and its party's leaders have told you and all the channels that if there is anything proven against Mr. Bansal, he will have to go. But until unless it is proven, until unless the inquiry is completed, we are not going to take the word of BJP and make our ministers resign, nor are we going to take the word of any channel.
How long does the CBI inquiry take? How long does the CBI inquiry take?
And let the CBI file its charge sheet.
How long does the CBI inquiry take?
That I cannot answer.
How
That
long
is
does
for
the
an
CBI
investigation
inquiry take?
agency. They have to see all aspects.
No, how long?
That is up to them. How can I decide
By the
that?
next general election. That by the time there
Had
will be the
you
next
allowed
election,
Lokpal
you'll
bill,
buy
there would have been a
time.
fast-track
In
court
8
to
days,
ensure
a lot of things have come through.
trial
In 8 days, a lot of water has flown under the bridge.
And it
You
was-
have to have some patience, Arnab.
By the media, not the CBI, Mr. Rasool. By the media, not the CBI.
I didn't get your question.
Most CBI inquiries have carried out to a decade and a half, Mr. Rasool.
No.
Questions of propriety must be settled quicker than that.
Yeah, definitely, I agree with you.
They have to be
I
settled
agree with
quicker
you.
than that,
You
Mr.
should have a debate on this particular subject. Don't put Congress in the dock and have a debate.
Well, I'm only after the phone numbers and the detailed links.
Arnab, I just have one
Shazia
question.
wants to have a last word. Yes, Shazia.
I have one question. I've been hearing it all day long as to how BJP is stalling and scuttling the parliamentary processes. If the UPA government and Congress in particular is so keen to address the needs of hungry millions in our country, then why don't they sack these two ministers and allow the food bill to go through? Why should the onus be on the opposition and not to the Congress?
Okay, we'll debate that another time, but the question is put from your side. The question here is very simply this. If it is proven that there are any business links, that's one. If it is proven that anyone in the Bansal family got any favors in any way, using or misusing the system, and if it is proven that people in the Bansal family, part of the close ring, were in any way directly or indirectly, in touch with Singla, then will Bansal resign? Or even then, will the government want to brazen this out? We'll follow the story. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for debate number 2 on the News Hour tonight. Thank you.